everyone, and welcome to the big show. My name is Jerk, and today we're doing a request video. Last week, I got a comment asking to get today's guest into the studio for an in-depth and hard-hitting investigative interview. And you know how we aim to please. So we got them in for a nice sit-down. And if each of you look under your seats, you'll find oh, we didn't do that? Okay, never mind. Anyway, I see the folks who have spawned with me are right about ready to leave. So let's get this started and welcome today's guest out here. Ladies and gentlemen, the Tier 5 Tech Tree Russian battleship. Give it up for Ismail. It seems like it was ages ago since the Russian battleships were added to this game, but it was in fact just over a year. And I gotta say, I can't believe my Vladivostok damage record still stands. But maybe that's just this map reminding me of it. Speaking of this map, we are on Shards, and we are on the infamous B spawn. The spawn that many claim is the worst spawn in the game, but I say nay. B spawn is best spawn. And in all truthfulness, this spawn for this ship is absolutely perfect. Yes, we do have some favorable matchmaking, but if you dig deep into the archives of the Wayback Machine, all the way back to Kraken 77, you will see another game where I'm in the Izmail, I am on this map, and I have this spawn, and the results are very similar. Because this ship is where the Russian battleship playstyle begins to train you for what is to come after. And the trick to playing this ship is to just pull the finish flick, open up to get all your turrets to fire, and then use the fast rudder to close back up. Now, they say the sea is cold, but the sea contains the hottest blood of all. So let's get the commander up and company up on the big screen. We have Captain Ahab with Queequeg and Ismail. In a more traditional game, this spot is pretty much where I want to be, though a little bit out further from this edge here. Just rocking back and forth to open up and close between salvos, but this game is not traditional in that sense, but traditional in the sense that my teammates immediately abandon our spawn and head for the hills, leaving this hapless battleship to take on 3 cruisers and a destroyer. And while that may sound a bit intimidating at first, a brilliant mind is not required to recognize, well, if I can sink all those, then I've already got 4 of the 5 ships sunk required for a Kraken. So let's just do that. Since I know that their destroyer is here by how the cap hasn't been reset, I'm going to be doing a little Buffalo Bill style dancing. I'm just going to tuck myself in, look in the mirror, and use this island to try and force mistakes. Now, Cola, it puts the lotion in the basket, or else gets the hose. I'd do me. Alright, I'll just go ahead and use one of my heals and try to do one of the most important skills you need in this game when in a battleship. Use terrain to get a good idea of where the destroyers are, so once we drop spot here, I have a pretty good idea they're at one of the extreme corners. I just don't know which side yet. But by keeping the island where it is, I can really limit the angles any torpedoes from them could be coming from. Now, let's just use one shot here, no sense on unloading them all. And we get the Cola, and let's use the remainder of these on this Galician. Behold these impressive evasive maneuvers. They don't teach this at just any old school. Now, I'm pulling those moves because I want to dodge any torps that could be dropped at me. But since we see where that destroyer is flowing, I'm feeling confident that if I keep turning, I should be able to dodge any if they shoot any at me, which they don't. But I am going to drop spot once again here. That's going to tell me that they have gone again behind that island. And that's going to allow me a little bit more time to try and deal with this cruiser more. Pretty good hit there. Would be really nice if we could finish them off, but the Galician is in fact going to just stop shooting. I guess they got plenty of fires on me, but I don't think I was taking damage fast enough here. Still doing the evasive maneuvers. I'm just trying to slow down, speed up, turn in, turn out. I want to make it as difficult as possible for the destroyer to try and be able to tell where I'm going. Oh, I just missed out on that one right there. Let's get the last one, and then we're going to switch over to HE because I need to deal with this destroyer now. Are you a battleship main? Are you tired of those pesky destroyers trying to ruin your fun? Then come on down to Crazy Jerks and we'll hook you up with the Destroyer Swatter 5000. Guaranteed to blap overzealous destroyers in no time. Now there comes a time in every battleship's life where you have to deal with a destroyer. Sure, you could just spend the whole game running from them and hopefully leading them to the edge of the map. But you gotta remember, they're one-trick ponies. They've got torpedoes and you have health. So if you can bait them into firing and they miss, or you take a couple, that's it for them. If they're lucky, they'll get detonated. But you will be removing the one thing stopping you from having any fun. And removing destroyers while in a battleship is just something you must do. AIDA. Attention, interest, decision, action. Attention. Do I have the destroyer's attention? Interest. Do you have their interest? I know I do because they haven't done anything else this match. Sink them or you hit the bricks. Decision. Have you made your decision for Kraken? And action. They're sitting out there waiting to be sunk. Are you gonna sink them? Are you man enough to sink them?
Capture that area. Capture that area.
So through all of that, we're walking away having done about 7 times more damage than I've received. We've sunk 3 ships solo, pretty much. Have one halfway there, whoa, living on a prayer, while Johnny is still down at the docks at sea, but baby, it's okay. Baby, it's okay. This is where I want to be. I have 0 threats. I am far from my teammates and therefore capable of creating a crossfire rather than having them ride my coattails. So while I started this match thinking there was a very good likelihood of a Kraken, my confidence of getting one is around 90% at this time. Because there are still 3 ships I could sink, and I will give props to this galley Seigneur. They do drop some sneaky torps trying to catch me, but that wouldn't have been enough to sink me anyway. And while I'm not going to be able to finish them, I did get them most of the way, and I guess that kind of makes up for the torpedo that one German cruiser took at the very beginning. Is that a Königsberg? I don't remember. Anyway, there go the galley Seigneur torps. Sneaky, sneaky. And now I can really do what the Russian battleship thing is. And that is to get your nose in a hole and wreck all who pass. Only I'm not going to do that here. What I am going to do, after I take this shot at this Exeter, and look at this one, it's a nice one. Pretty good. So what I'm going to do here is use this terrain to kind of change my angle for whatever is going to happen here. Now, I don't know if those 2 ships, the Exeter and the California, if they are going to come around on the right or the left side of this island, or split up and do both. So I'm going to pump the brakes here, and boy, do these brakes take a while to stop. But I'm pumping the brakes here, and I'm going to reverse a little bit so I can have my guns ready for wherever the biggest threat comes from. So we just have to wait and see, right? Where are you? Where are you? Anyone? Is anyone there? Hello? Hello? Okay, so spot. Okay, so now we see there's the California. Oh, and there's the Exeter. So they ended up both going on the same side. I'm gonna go ahead and bounce that full salvo. get a shot off on the Exeter, and now this is kind of the reverse of the Finnish flick that you try to do in the Ismail. I'm just trying to get all my turrets around here so I can finish this Exeter. Turn! Turn! Oh my god, if they yoink this, that's going to be a real pain. Shoot over the top of the California, and there we go. We get number 4 right there. And once again, we got pretty good position. We look at where our teammates are, we look at where I am. I've got a crossfire, and that's what I always want. Yes, comrade. For those who don't speak Russian, he just said, "Finish them, jerk. Show no mercy." To which I say, "И битва начинается." So, let's get in here and do this. Ugh, they just knocked one of my guns. Let's take out this Trento. Bounces 2 shells. You know what? The Trento doesn't get enough respect. Either way, we just got to stay angled to this California at this point. And, alright. See if our team isn't going to finish this Trento before me. I was thinking maybe I'll just have to ram the California. That's fine, but we're going to get the shut off there and get Kraken 233 and the Izmail. But maybe we can get this 6-pack too. It has been a minute since we've gotten a 6-pack, and my teammate, one of them here, is telling me to get back. I don't really know why, and I wish I'd been thinking about this more, because I was thinking, oh, well, maybe they're going to get a Kraken too, but you can't have 2 people get a Kraken on the same time. Anyway, I'm doing an experiment here. I want to see if I can't go through that back corner, and I cannot. Had I just shot into the superstructure, well, that probably would have just gotten them weaker. I don't think I could have gotten this kill with the amount of time that was left anyway. But that's okay. Save some for everybody else when they get there at the end. And this is going to wrap it up for this game. So let's see the scoreboard. 2,763 XP in a tier 5 game. You know, I'll call that a pretty good game. Not a very good game, kind of a middle of the road game for everyone else. And that'll wrap it up for this one. If you find the world far more interesting with Clarice in it, hit like. If you prefer to pair Chianti with liver and fava beans, hit dislike. Questions, comments, quotes, leave them down below. It hits the subscribe button or else it gets the hose again. Thanks for watching, folks. I'll get back out there for another one soon, and we will talk